I have a present for you. Donna Markova, author of her 18th book, Living a Loved Life. Those are her hands, her peony, outside her window in Maui. You know Donna Markova. Maybe her name doesn't immediately spark a memory, but random acts of kindness? Yeah. I will not die an unlived life. Every woman, maybe even every person, hears those words and you'll get a little teary. I will not die an unlived life. So, of course, her legacy at 77 is to give us, okay, how do I live a loved life? How do I live a loved life? This is episode 22 in Praying at the Speed of Love. So, how are Donna Markova and Living a Loved Life about prayer, right? Because this podcast is all about prayer. I want to read you the opening pages. How do I live a loved life? The co-author of this book is a ghost. I mean, right away you go, what? The co-author of this book is a ghost. My grandmother was a midwife and healer. She sat with people as they entered the world and as they left it. She never set foot in a school, could neither read nor write. I have not included her name on the title page because I never really knew what it was. Oh. I am writing about her to you. She becomes alive again, a tiny woman with a fierce will. In the late 1800s, now listen to this, she ran across Russian potato fields to escape Cossack soldiers who had killed her first two children and her brother during a pogrom, an attack on Jewish villages. She and my grandfather escaped to New York by boat, traveling in steerage. Driven by that indomitable will to foster life, she gave birth to 8 more children in a 2-bedroom apartment on the 5th floor of an old brick tenement in Hell's Kitchen. One of her feet was planted on the spiritual side, the other on the pragmatic. Isn't that life? Isn't that us? Isn't that every woman? Totally mystical, totally tuned in to what I love to call the mystic, and putting the food on the table, buying the groceries, making the mortgage payment, making a living, taking care of everybody. This is who we are. But what we haven't known through the centuries, the millennia under patriarchy, is that that's actually perfect. That the human is designed to be totally alive in the mystical and totally alive in the world, in your body, in the earth. And that awakening to the divine feminine, to the goddess in and through and as us, in and through and as Mother Earth, is what all of our mystical explorations are about right now. And it is absolutely what I am about, what Praying at the Speed of Love is about, what my prayer intensives are about. So my new teacher is Donna's grandmother. Listen to just some of this. To talk about her in terms of one side or the other is inaccurate because grandmother was always braiding together people, their resources, and the challenges of their lives so that they would be inspired to love their existence. Isn't that exactly? We're all braiders. On the day that I am writing these words, the whole world seems to be teetering on a knife edge between right, wrong, either or, us, them. Does that sound just a little bit like the news? Good guys, bad guys. Ay, ay, ay. I have been asking myself several evocative questions for the past 2 years. And so it's the questions that have midwifed the pages you are now reading. Question number 1, how do I find a way to live a life I can love? How do I find a way to live a life I can love? 2, how do I help make it possible for those who will come after me to do the same? And it does feel to me like women, Indigenous women, have held that thread, that braid through history. In the First Peoples traditions in the American continent, we hear it as 7 generations. When you make a decision today, make it for the health and well-being of 7 generations to come. And when we are making a decision today, when we're praying today, when we're stepping into the mystic today, I'm confident that we are in the river of 7 generations or more of our grandmothers and mothers. And it seems women's spirituality, women's mystical awareness, women's bodies hold this. This is natural for us. We look at our children and wonder, how can we create a world that's good for them? That's why we're just a little upset about climate change. Question number 3. What do I need to remember, as in remember, to bring together all that has been torn into? So here we are, learning how to live a life we love as we explore these profound questions. I could just sit here and read and read and read and read, but come and listen to Donna Markova on episode 22. It goes live on Thursday, February 6th. I think I've got that right. Come to janicahunter.com/22 and listen to Donna Markova and the co-author Ghost of Living a Life You Love. You know who you're going to love?